Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! This is incredible. You girls are incredibly supportive. Thank you so much for always hitting my subscribe button. And I sure hope you keep hitting my subscribe button, because the more girls that hit my subscribe button, the more Descendants and Zombies fans are going to find this YouTube channel, think it's cool, fall in love with it, and fall in love with the host of the show, who is dressed in a flannel shirt today like Zed from Zombies. I kind of wanted to one-up him. I think I'm more handsome than him. What do you guys think? Anyway, we're staying calm and we're zombieing on. And I'm hoping that more people are going to hit my subscribe button. You really got to come out of the corner swinging like a boxer and hit a punching bag by hitting the subscribe button. You got to think of yourself as if you're in training for the Descendants or Zombies franchise and hit the subscribe button like crazy. The thing about me is I love seeing the support and the love from the fans of this YouTube channel, because I never ever thought this YouTube channel was going to explode the way that it has. It has exceeded any expectation that I ever had as a podcaster, because I've commentated on a lot of niches over the years. But I have never seen a niche explode my YouTube channels as much as this. More recently, I've accumulated over almost 5,000 views in 4 days on this YouTube channel because of my coverage of the Descendants Zombies Worlds Collide Tour. I love how they're singing all the songs from Descendants and Zombies. It's not just from a particular chapter of Descendants or Zombies that they're singing songs from. They are singing all the songs. And I'm really excited about that for fans of the newer Descendants and Zombies franchise, because they weren't old enough perhaps to remember the older songs. So that's kind of really cool how they're not only presenting a Camp Rock, Hannah Montana kind of vibe from the new Descendants and Zombies, but they are also presenting a retro kind of vibe with this tour. And that's why I'm really excited for all of you who are attending this tour this summer. 43 arena dates are a lot of arena dates. And I'm really excited to see all the reviews, to read all the reviews that are posted on websites, because you know what's going to happen. Everybody's going to be posting the reviews of the concerts, especially from people who are there in attendance. I wish I would have had the opportunity to attend one of the concerts, because I've read all the reviews leading up to it of anticipation, and I think that it's received its fair share of criticism. I know about 3 months ago there was a lot of criticism thrown the way of the Zombies franchise because of the Place to Be and Don't Mess With Us music videos, and Written in the Stars. Written in the Stars was a beautiful song. I'll talk about that in a moment. But when you talked about songs like The Place to Be and Don't Mess With Us, it seemed like more people had more negative things to say about it than anything good. And that really broke my heart, because this Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires was a movie that was supposed to have secured the future of the Zombies franchise, because that's what we got from Malachi Burton and Freya Skye, who look absolutely adorable together. They are so freaking cute, are they not? I think they're beautiful. I would love to work with the Zombies franchise as a director or a writer to really bring forth some new creative energy to this. I would love the opportunity to shoot a bunch of zombies, work with mermaids, potentially werewolves, vampires, because I've had a history with that. Over my lifetime, I've done a lot with TV having to do with vampires and werewolves, and I would love to kind of come in and mix it up as perhaps Addison's new love interest, although she's leaving Zombies. And I was really upset over that, because she was just incredibly beautiful. She doubted herself a lot. Don't get me wrong, she did doubt herself a lot, but I don't know for the life of me why she doubted herself a lot, because she was just so incredible. As the character Addison, I don't think you could have asked for anybody better to have portrayed a character who was more fearless, who stood up for what she believed in, and encouraged other people to stand up for what they believed in, just as the Descendants franchise did. I think it's a really cool opportunity when you not only get to see your favorite Descendants stars on the same stage, but you also get to share the same stage with the Zombies franchise as well, after they presented such a cool retro kind of vibe from Hannah Montana and Camp Rock. I love this, and I hope these are two franchises that last forever. I say this because when I couldn't make sense of what was going on in my own life, I had Descendants of Zombies fans who were incredibly supportive of me, and I will never ever forget you for having been so incredibly supportive of me. I just got my 1,729th subscriber. I have so many subscribers coming in on this YouTube channel, I can't even remember it. I have a zombie brain, or a goldfish brain. I think I have a zombie brain more than I do a goldfish brain. I can't remember how many subscribers I had, because I'm losing track of it. The zombie infection is going to my brain. And you girls are saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you make really cute videos. I know I make really cute videos about Descendants and zombies, and here's the secret. There is no other guy that you will find on YouTube as cute as this making Descendants and Zombies videos for you. Nobody. Nobody. Because nobody goes out of their way to do it. Nobody is as crazy as me to make these videos. Nobody ever believes in the chance of a zombie apocalypse happening. But believe you me, we got to get them before they get us. Because if we don't get them before they get us, I don't know what's going to happen. You know, you guys live in rural areas. I'm trapped on an island. I'm confined. I'm living the Jurassic Park kind of lifestyle. Why am I living the Jurassic Park lifestyle? Because I just think it's more cool. And it's more heart-pounding. Like, there's no better thrill than waking up every day of your life knowing that you are isolated on an island and you live 5 minutes away from a soda plantation and a chemical plant that could explode. Who wouldn't want to experience that? I know I would. I would love to throw Addison on the back of a motorcycle and outrun thousands of zombies, do the whole thing like Mel did in Descendants, where of course the water was there and the barrier was keeping her away from escaping to the Isle of the Lost, and just go crazy. Of course, with Meg Donnelly on the back of the bike while we ran out a bunch of zombies, which seems quite thrilling. I would love to be in these action scenes with Addison. You know, shooting a bazooka at thousands of zombies from the left, from the right. Oh man, I would have so much fun. I loved zombies from the first time that I saw it. I had a lot of unanswered questions about it when I first saw it because I didn't know if it was really going to work with Disney. It was really going to fit the model of Disney in 2018. But you know, I was going through a very difficult time in my life in 2018. I had just lost my dad. Me and my dad were really good friends. My dad lost a battle with depression, and I was going through that. And here comes Disney with this amazing franchise, this sci-fi musical, with such a really cool vibe of how humans and zombies could coexist, really kicking off this franchise with such a positive vibe. And I said, this is cool. This is the shit, as the new kids say. And I was really into it. You know, the song, This Is Gonna Be My Year, Legends in the Making years later, Girl and the Zombie, Someday, beautiful songs, Written in the Stars was a beautiful collaboration for Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires. I know it received its fair share of criticism months after music videos like The Place to Be and Don't Mess With Us were receiving so many critical reviews, but it was such a beautiful introduction of the new romance that we were going to see in the upcoming chapters of Zombies. I love the chemistry between Freya Skye and Malachi Burton. And Malachi Burton, I think you have a wonderful future in store for you, sir, with zombies. Young man, you have a very bright future with this. You know, Jonathan Clarke may have seen his better days, and you may have to carry the torch for Jonathan Clarke. And there's some girl out there saying Jonathan Clarke is the man. Jonathan Clarke will be a part of the Zombies franchise because I'm going to hit his subscribe button and I'm going to get him in as a ass-kicking zombie machine. Thank you so much for all the love and support you have shown this YouTube channel. I had to run out and pick up some ginger ale. I don't know if Ruby likes ginger ale or not, but I had to run out and pick up some ginger ale because it was on sale, and I had to do a couple of things. And now I'm back, and I'm watching videos of the Worlds Collide Tour on YouTube. Walt Disney Records YouTube channel. They're popping them out every single hour, I think. Like I said, I think it's really cool how all the songs from the Descendants and Zombies franchise are a part of this. And if you come back later on tonight, when I throw up another video on my YouTube channel, I will talk about it again. I will elaborate more for you on it. But yeah. You guys haven't lived until you live 5 minutes away from a soda plantation and a chemical plant that could explode. I highly recommend that you take yourself up on the opportunity to live like that. I love living like this because it's so unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen from one moment to the next. You're really at a loss for words. You think everybody you see every day is a zombie or a vampire. I mean, it could go either way. And man, you know, take it from a guy who thought he lived across the road from vampires for years, went to school and university with a bunch of zombies. But, you know, it didn't stop me from going to school and learning my craft and becoming one of the greatest journalists of all time. You know, zombies is about leaving a legacy behind. And that's what I liked about it so much. It was about, you know, leaving a legacy behind for what you want to be remembered for. And what I've always wanted to be remembered for is having left a legacy behind. And you girls have helped me leave a legacy behind, etched in the annals of time. I don't know if I'll ever go down in history for being one of the greatest of all time or if Disney will ever honor me. But I've always wanted to be honored as one of the greatest voices to ever do it. I know I'm a really sweet guy who believes that we have not seen the end of Zombies or Descendants because we haven't. And I say that, and I try to be really sweet on these videos because a lot of guys who create these videos about Descendants and zombies are really idiots. They're really idiots. And they don't even give you a chance, or the franchises a chance, to survive. I would love to see chapter after chapter after chapter written for this. I would love to see Jonathan Clarke come in, present Confliction and be Addison's new love interest. I would love to see the introduction of mermaids. I think mermaids are beautiful creatures. I would love to go out in the ocean and go fishing one day and catch a mermaid during a huge tidal wave. I really would, and keep her forever. I love mermaids. I really do. I hope there's a mermaid watching this video right now who's going to hit the subscribe button. Come to think of it, I know there is a mermaid somewhere out there going to hit the subscribe button. So if you are a mermaid, hit the subscribe button and make my day. Because I would love for some mermaid to hit the subscribe button. Even more so a mermaid that looks like Ariel. Yeah, man. There's a mermaid watching this video. She's going to hit the subscribe button. There's a girl out there who kicks a lot of ass. She's going to hit the subscribe button, and she's going to blow this YouTube channel up. Because, man, I've seen a lot of YouTube channels out there. A lot of YouTube creators upload videos, and they upload hundreds of videos, and they might only have 100 subscribers and a few thousand views. This YouTube channel has like 30,000 views, almost 3,000 subscribers. Maybe not quite, but that doesn't mean that we can't get there because we are stronger together. You know, we're all going to the same place, but it all comes down to our legacy that we leave behind. And what I've always wanted to do is leave a very, very powerful legacy and impression behind for a message of kindness. That's all I've ever wanted to do. Along with that message of kindness, all I've ever wanted to do is to ensure the legacies of the Descendants franchise. Long after I'm dead and gone, I want to spread a message of kindness. I want you to know that every dream that you have, regardless of what that dream is achievable and possible. No matter how many people try to knock you down, you just get back up on your proverbial horse and you ride off into the sunset because tomorrow is another day. But I have also wanted to say nothing but good things about the Descendants and Zombies franchises and the stars of it, to ensure that their legacies last for forever long after I'm dead and gone. I'll be honest with each and every one of you. I don't know how long I have left. I've been creating YouTube videos for forever, and I've had a lot of stuff get in the way personally and professionally in my life, but every single time I had things get in the way personally and professionally, I knew I had this podcast as a diary, as a journal, call it what you wish, to be able to come on here and tell you how I was feeling, how I thought Zombies was cool, how I thought Descendants was extraordinarily beautiful, how I thought Ruby Rose Turner was the most kind girl that I ever saw in my life. Because the thing about Ruby was so kind. So I had the biggest crush on Ruby. I went online, I looked up everything she liked, everything she didn't like, and I loved doing it. I loved reading about how she loved tacky chips, how she loved just to be kind to everybody, and how she wanted to be the most supportive friend ever in somebody's life. And that's really what she's been for Kylie. Because I think Kylie Cantrell is beautiful. I think Kylie Cantrell is an extraordinary human being who doesn't deserve to hear criticism. And she has seen her fair share of criticism since at least 2024 for a number of different reasons. This issue with her boyfriend, how she wasn't a Donald Trump supporter. Who cares if she's not a Donald Trump supporter? I'll run for president of the United States. I'll make Disney Plus mandatory in all homes. I'll give it to you for free. I'll give you a free trip to Disney every year. I'll give you free health care. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button. I will never let America down because Donald Trump's been making a lot of false promises as of late, and he's losing a lot of support. So because he's losing a lot of support, this is the perfect opportunity for a guy who heard Kylie Cantrell on TikTok saying that she wasn't a Donald Trump supporter and received a fair share of criticism for it. She's been crying, and people have been debating whether or not I was going to run for president of the United States for at least the last 20 years, longer than many of you have ever been alive. So because I saw Kylie Cantrell crying on TikTok and I didn't like it, this is the perfect time for me to announce that I'm running for president of the United States in 2028. This is perfect. Because Kylie Cantrell will finally get a president that she can finally be proud of. I'll get the opportunity to finance the Cameron Boyce Foundation with a huge donation every year. That is a promise I will make from you to your future president. As your future president, I will make a huge donation to the Cameron Boyce Foundation every single year. I will make sure that you get a free trip to Disney, and I will make sure that Disney Plus is mandatory in all homes, or at least $2 a month, if I can't make it free. But I think Disney's going to accept my offer. If Disney's smart, they're going to accept my offer because you guys have deserved far better than what you've been hearing and what you've been seeing on YouTube for a very long time. And Kylie, I want you to know something. Whatever happened, you didn't do anything wrong. I know you didn't do anything wrong because you're so kind. Why would somebody so kind be so different off of camera? That blows my mind. Dove Cameron, always kind, but a very different person off of camera. What I mean by a very different person off of camera, she was even more kind off of camera. Just because somebody is kind on camera doesn't mean that they're different off of camera. They could even be more kinder off of camera because they're limited and they're restricted to what they can say and what they can do. I don't believe Kylie Control did anything wrong in her relationship or anything wrong by referring to her fans as cuties. If she wants to refer to her fans as cuties, she's more than welcome by me to call me a cutie every single time she wants to. Why are we criticizing Kylie Control because of the choices she's made in life when she doesn't even know what she wants the most out of life for yet? I mean, she produced an album independently, which is very difficult to do. I was involved in the music industry for forever. I produced independent bands and people independently, and it is really hard to do. When I was 25 years old, I produced this beautiful girl. Her name was Krista Nicole. She was 16 years old at the time. And all she ever wanted to do was create music. And I wasn't going to have it any other way. She presented her, her do-a-tang folder to me, her bio to me, and what she wanted to create and get the most out of music for. Some of her videos are still on YouTube at Krista Nicole. She is like 30 years old now. She doesn't sing anymore, and I miss her so much. But I had the opportunity when I was 25 years old to help her produce her EP called Dreams, and it was incredible. It was incredible. She could sing anything. The covers she used to sing for Taylor Swift was amazing. Taylor Swift was her idol. I also had the opportunity to meet Taylor Swift's agent when I was really young too. I've had a lot of opportunities in this music industry, and I've seen the best of them come and go, but I have never heard somebody take a song, take anything, like Kylie Control can take it and just blow it at a proportion and never cease to blow my mind. I love seeing her videos on her Kylie Control Facebook fan page and on X. I love seeing her photos and videos on Instagram. And I want her to keep up the good work, because when I'm inaugurated as President of the United States, Kylie Control and Ruby Rose Turner are going to have to come celebrate with me at Taco Bell and give a huge performance for every Descendants fan out there. I'm also going to finance the Descendants franchise to make sure it's mandatory that a new chapter of this is produced at least every 2 years, if not every year. I'm tired of hearing the criticism about Descendants and zombies. I'm tired about how people don't believe we should zombie on and stay calm. I want the best for the futures of these stars. And long after I'm dead and gone, if my legacy is defined through securing the futures of the Descendants and Zombies franchises as a whole, then there's no better way I want my legacy to go down in history and have been cemented for. Honestly. So if you girls could come out swinging and hit the subscribe button like you hit a punching bag when you're at the gym, I would really appreciate that, because I love when I see subscribers on this YouTube channel. I buy fruit smoothies all the time, I go to Dairy Queen all the time, and I bury my head in a Dairy Queen sundae when I find out that nobody subscribes to this YouTube channel and Ruby Rose Turner is never going to love me. So if you can help me make sure that Ruby finds these videos, and some girl out there who loves Descendants and Zombies as much as each and every one of you do, so they can be a part of this community, I would forever love you. I'm in love with this niche, and I love, wearing flannel shirts like zombies and being more handsome than Zed. So if you think I'm cool and you think I'm a really nice guy, hit my subscribe button, because you're going to be doing a wonderful thing. The subscribers will go through the roof on this YouTube channel. More people can find these videos, and I'm really excited when my subscribers and my views go up all the time. Just yesterday I had a little over 20,000 views on this YouTube channel, and I've accumulated over 5,000 views in 72 hours. 72 hours. People don't get 5,000 views in 6 months. 72 hours is a lot of views. 5,000, oh my God. And 2,700 and almost 30 subscribers. The next person who hits the subscribe button is going to be 2,730 subscribers. Oh my God, we still got a year to go before Descendants 5 Wicked Wonderland is released. And don't even get me started on that, because I'm really excited about that. I'm really upset, though, that I'm not Red's love interest in this movie, or the announcer of the Kingdom Cup games, because I think I would be a very, really cool voice. I used to do student announcements every morning. Good morning, students. Here are your morning announcements, as if you care. People were always peeing on the floor in the bathroom. Make sure that you always use toilet paper and wash your hands. We could change that to something like this. And that's what I actually had to announce. Welcome to the Kingdom Cup games of Oregon Prep. Now introducing the teams. I would love to be able to do that. But it can't happen unless you hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the subscribe button enough, what's going to happen is that Disney's going to see these videos. Ruby Rose Turner is going to have a bigger crush on me than she ever had on Justin Bieber. And then a lot of stuff's going to happen because Disney's going to contact me, offer me a lucrative contract. I will read everything, including the fine print, because one can't forget to read the fine print because you never know what's in there. It's really exciting when you read the fine print of a contract because that's when they really try to get you. But I've always been smart. Before I ever signed a contract, I'd always make sure that I read the fine print. So, they will send me a lucrative contract. I will become the executive writer and producer at Disney. And then I will finance all the $158 billion of revenue towards Descendants because I want a bigger budget. And then we're going to have lands like Neverland and Olympus. All these cool places. Even Arendelle from Frozen. We'll throw that in there. And we'll have Elsa and Anna's daughters involved in it. You know, there's all kinds of stuff we can have happen. Rapunzel's daughter. If Ruby doesn't want to be Bridget anymore, I'll cry. But if... I don't know how you guys can't love these videos. I really don't know how you can't love these videos. A guy talking about Descendants and zombies must be a dream for everybody, is it not? I've been watching this for over 10 years. And by the way, we've got the 10th anniversary of Descendants happening over the next 10 days. It'll happen on July 31st. I'm inviting all of you to be here for that. We've got Meg Donnelly's birthday happening on July 25th. That's about a week before we celebrate the 10th anniversary of Descendants. And I would love for you to be a part of it. I'd also love for you to be a part of my Cameron Boyce tribute videos that I do all the time. I just did a recent Cameron Boyce tribute video that got a lot of views. Thank you so much. Seriously. From my heart to yours, thank you so much. I love being here. I know I look like a real loser with a bunch of video games that I never play and a Sonic poster. At least I got 4 more posters than what Kylie Control's X-Man did. Oh my God. 1 poster on the wall and a mattress. What was Kylie thinking? Kylie, subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. Come here and shoot Descendants. 1 poster? Did he even have reciprocal likes? Like, I got $5,000 later? I don't even know. I want Kylie Control and Ruby Rose Turner to know that I love them dearly. And I want each and every one of you to know that this YouTube channel wouldn't exist without each and every one of you. It really wouldn't. I love when I see my subscribers going up all the time, and it really breaks my heart. It really hurts me when someone else subscribes to a Descendants Zombies AI YouTube channel. Oh man, that really sucks. But at least over the last 3 days, I've had 10 subscribers, but 10 could be 20, 20 could be 25, like that. What do you say we come back tonight and we do it all over again? What do you say we stay calm and zombie on for at least 1 more video today? I would love to be able to do that for you because it's a huge honor and a privilege really to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone and talk about Descendants and Zombies for as long as what I had been. I've got about 90 seconds left. Actually, I have as long as I want to, but I've got a lot of stuff to do. One can never be too prepared for a zombie apocalypse. You're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, man, your videos are incredible. If you are saying that, thank you so much. And if you are a mermaid, please hit the subscribe button. Because all of my life I've been left brokenhearted. Every girl that I've ever been with could never make sense of why I fell in love with this niche and was so incredibly supportive of it. I have no idea where they are. I've always wanted to have a mermaid fall in love with me. So if you are a mermaid, please hit the subscribe button. I know that that's a long way away from that ever happening. But having said that, thank you so much, whoever you are, mermaid or not. Thank you so much for having hit the subscribe button. I don't think there's a guy out there talking about Descendants and Zombies who has a crush on a mermaid he has never met yet. But having said that, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have tears in your eyes because you're crying either with laughter or you're crying with emotion because I've always wanted to be a part of the Descendants script and look at Bridget and say, Bridget, please never leave me. I would love to be the prince in Descendants because I have a wonderful voice. Don't you think so? I hope you're either crying with laughter or wiping tears out of your eyes because you love these videos so much. Because really good guys do exist in this world, and I'm just one of a kind, I guess. And I just wanted to, let you all know that there are really good guys out there. You just got to look really hard to find them. Really. I know a lot of guys are real assholes, but, I try to make a bit of a difference and let you know that if you stay calm and zombie on, all your dreams can become a reality because they really can. With that having been said, thank you so much. I don't think there's ever enough kindness spread in this world. So why do you say we take this opportunity over the next few hours to go spread our own message of kindness? Maybe not necessarily from me, but from you. Because some guy out there or some girl that you're friends with is just waiting to hear the words I love you from you. It is in the constellation All you got to do is just look a little bit harder at the stars every night. Trust me, they're in there. You're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, make another video for us. I will when I get around to it. You got to give me some time. But just know that really good guys do exist out there who love Descendants and zombies. I don't know. Bye, YouTube. We will do this again in a few hours while we stay calm and zombie on.